Hello, everybody. I am Cody Williamson. I am a homeschool mom of two. I am wanting to do an unboxing with you guys and share with you what kinds of things I am planning on using for the upcoming school year. I currently have a second grader and a fourth grader who will be third and fifth next year. Full disclosure though, I homeschooled my children during COVID, and that gave me a really good taste of what homeschool is, how much I love it, the freedom, being with my kids, watching them grow. The entire thing is a blessing. Unfortunately, though, my husband and I, we both were, not that it's unfortunate, we were both public school kids, and so him and I both on different levels had problems or just trying to wrap our minds around, like, is this normal to like not go to school every day, to not be around a bunch of people, to not be changing classes? Like, we were so like indoctrinated into the public school system that we felt that we were doing our kids a disservice by keeping them home. So we sent them back after a year of doing homeschool with COVID. Once everything died down and the mask mandates and all that went away, then we sent them back. And ever since sending them back, my mom heart has always not liked it. There's always been a part of me that's like, my kids need to be home with me. I need to be homeschooling them. And then I just let it go for a little while and let them be in public school. And while they had good experiences, they had a lot of bad ones too. And so this year, well, it's 2025. So I pulled my children out in December of 2024. The two little ones in elementary, they are homeschooled. We've been homeschooling. But for anybody who had their kids in public school and then brought them home, you know, just like how I found out during COVID, just because your child is in third grade doesn't mean that the third grade curriculum is good or that that's where they need to be. They might need to be in second grade curriculum. There's just all these gaps, right? Which my kids both luckily were okay with getting second and fourth grade curriculum. We are using the good and the beautiful with them for language arts and math. But the issue is there were so many gaps that I had them start from the very beginning. I thought that I was going to be able to just like divide the book in half and be like, okay, we're going to start in lesson 70, and this is where we're going to be. And no. There were so many things, like right from lesson 1 all the way through. My children had no idea. And so I knew that if I was going to just hop right into the middle of a curriculum, that they were going to be so lost because there's so much material. So anyways, we started from the very beginning in December, and it's just been interesting because now I'm a little bit nervous. Maybe I can get some advice from you guys as to what I should do, what's okay. Obviously, we can do what we want. The freedom is wonderful with homeschool. Like, you are the administration for your own homeschool. So that is incredible. But I don't know. I still just like to get opinions from other people and see, just gather some different ideas, or if maybe I should do something different. But my kids will not finish the 2nd and 4th grade curriculum before the end of the school year. So I'm trying to figure out if I should still have them do school every day through the summer. So that way, right before school starts for Labor Day, should I have them work up until then and then give them a 2.5, 3 week break before they dive right into the next year? Or is it okay that they're behind and we just do a couple days a week throughout the summer, and then we just work at our own pace, and they're learning and they're growing and everything's thriving over here? Like, there is nothing going on that's wrong in any sort of fashion. So why mess up a good thing? I don't know. Again, that's where I'm indoctrinated into the public school system. And I don't know if it's an OCD thing or what, but I am just kind of they have to start the new curriculum when the new school year begins, or it's not going to be right, or I'm doing something wrong, or I don't know. So any advice would be super lovely. But that is a little bit of my story. Oh, and I do have an older child. She is in 8th grade going into freshman year next year, and she does not want to be homeschooled, and I am giving her that option. And so with that, you guys, I could be a voice for you in that department of, just because you're homeschooling some of your children does not mean that you have to homeschool them all, okay? My daughter is thriving in school. She has a really great group of friends. Her teachers are wonderful. She's in some amazing programs and clubs. She actually gets to start doing college classes next year. She has some really, really, really great things going for her. And why would I take that away from her? She's having a great experience, and so I'm going to let her do that. But there's that gap there of, I have an 8th grader and then I have a 4th grader. And I feel like in between that gap, things have changed so drastically that my younger two are having a completely different experience with school. And so with that, they're young enough that I'm like, nope, you just come right on home to me and we will take care of this. And so anyways, that's a little bit of my story. I'm going to make a new video because this one's a little bit long. I don't want to make it too crazy long, but I do want to do an unboxing with you guys of what I'm going to be using for my upcoming 3rd and 5th grader next year. Stay tuned.